Thursday night football from Hinesville as Johnson High faces off against stud linebacker Raekwon McMillan and Liberty County. It's the Atom Smashers versus the Panthers in Georgia high school football. And it's coming up now. This is the Thursday Night Blitz Game of the Week.
It's hot, it's humid. What else is there for a summer Thursday night in Georgia? We are in the military town of Hinesville, Georgia. I'm WSAV Sports Director Ken Slatz, Mark Stroud, Savannah Chetham's Athletic Director. Thanks for joining us, Mark, for tonight's broadcast.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you having me on. I look forward to being able to especially cover two wonderful teams that are well coached and also one of my home schools. So, I'm looking forward to it, and I appreciate you having me.
Johnson, of course, out of Savannah. The Atom Smashers taking on the Panthers of Liberty County. And let's first chat a little bit about Johnson High School, the visiting team, the Atom Smashers, dressed in all orange. This is a team that lost their first two games, one to Richmond Hill, one to go down to down to Camden County. So a very tough start for them. But without a doubt, the spark for this football team needs to come from Daryl Myers.
He's that guy that can, really light a fire underneath our guys offensively when we need to get that fire lit. And but the thing about it is he can go out there and back up what he says. And that's the main thing that you want to look for in a leader is that, you're going to light that fire, but at the same time, you're also going to go ahead and make those plays that we need for us to be successful.
That takes us to our keys to the game, brought to you by your Savannah Low Country Honda dealers. Mark, control the football. I think that's one pretty much every coach says. Here's a unique one. Forced turnovers on defense. Johnson needs to get the ball, and they need to take it away from Liberty County. We are going to take a break, Mark, and when we come back, we'll have more on the Liberty County Panthers and a lot on that guy. Number 42, Raekwon McMillan, the number one player in the state of Georgia. We'll be right back with the pregame show on the WSAV Thursday Night Blitz Game of the Week.
The Thursday Night Blitz Game of the Week pregame show is brought to you by Subway. Eat fresh.
Now we are going to listen in on the O.C. Welch coin toss. O.C. Welch, go further.
Okay, captains, go ahead and introduce yourselves to each other. Shake hands one more time and bring your team out.
As the Liberty County Panthers will start on defense with number 42, Raekwon McMillan, number 45, Jeremy Caldwell-Fabregas. There's head coach Kirk Warner, the former tight end of the Georgia Bulldogs, in his 12th year as head coach. And there's the Liberty County Panthers. Johnson set the other way, and here comes the Johnson Atom Smashers as well. Coach Thomas Tedder walking with a swag and running out, and he's brought a lot of confidence to this football team. I was really impressed when I sat down with them, and I think Johnson is going to build on what Coach Baldwin started building as well, and they're going to try and keep that going. Three deep in the backfield, Trentus Williams, Raekwon McMillan, and Jakari Robert. Straight drop back, give to the up guy, Jakari Robertson. He's in for a touchdown. 1 yard touchdown for Roberts at the 153 mark, and all of a sudden it's 8-0. Green up high, he goes to the left-hand side, underthrown and intercepted. And that's intercepted by Richard LeCout, the freshman. One man to beat, and he steps out of bounds, and if not for big 78, that's Jeremy Brown. If not for Jeremy Brown, that would have been 6, 7, or 8 more points on the board for Liberty County.
Yeah, look at this catch out. I think he caught that one hand.
It was well underthrown.
Look at there.
Never use the other hand.
From number 4, Sir Richard LeCout.
So it's Jordan Waters with the snap, the pitch back to the right-hand side. It's Raekwon McMillan. He's got Williams with the block, and he's in almost untouched. Trentus Williams, number 17, out of the backfield, threw a great block, and Raekwon McMillan is in for a 10-yard touchdown. Tack on 6 more for the Liberty County Panthers. Chuck Smith signed In the Game High School Sports Magazine. That's what Coach wants for Christmas. Here's very quickly, pass out to Daryl Myers, little hook and ladder, and look at the speed. Big 2-3.
Uh-oh, look who's going to take him.
Rashad Morris, and Raekwon McMillan just can't make the tackle. And it goes for a 72-yard touchdoam.
Atom Smashers.
Here's our Thursday Night Blitz. Next week, in 1 week, we'll also be up in the Low Country. This time, Wade Hampton Red Devils from Varnville will invade the Seahawks Nest to take on Hilton Head Seahawks. There's BJ Payne. And here's Khalil Lewis, the big running back. As we've said it, the big number 2-4 can run the football. 7 touchdowns, 300 yards last week, so you won't want to miss our Thursday Night Blitz game of the week coming up next Thursday from Hilton Head High School. On the WSAV Thursday Night Blitz game of the week, I'm WSAV's Ken Slatz, head coach Kirk Warner joining me, Raekwon McMillan joining me as well. First of all, Coach, and Raekwon, congratulations. Coach, we'll start with you first of all. A hard-fought football game for the entire football game. Johnson came to play here on the road against you guys.
Absolutely, absolutely. Watching them on film, we knew they had some athletic guys, and you know, they just play hard all the time, and it was no different tonight.
Well, you have the play of the game, the WSAV Blitz play of the game. Raekwon, take us through the play of the game as you see it here. Your broadcasting debut, I guess, if you will. But
man, my coach just made a great call, man. He called a 23. I guess I don't know, 23 out, man. And I just ran to try to make a play on the guys. You see my wide receiver right there making a great block. You know, cut back against the grain. It was just a great team effort, man, and a great call by my coach. You
took the whole field there, and no one was going to bring you down. You took it to pay dirt for a long touchdown, and that is our play of the game. All right, that leads us to our Chatham Memorial Health, Chatham Orthopedic Associates performance of the game. And, well, it was kind of locked in at the very end is when it locked in. His second interception, he has 2 because he had one in the closing minutes, did Richard LeCount. You talked about him all night long. That's a freshman out there.
I tell you what, I was real impressed with Richard LeCount. I was down there talking to some of the Liberty County coaches. I said, you know, well, after Raekwon, you know, you're getting all this, and they said, hey, Coach, we got one more. Richard LeCount, he's going to be on the radar, too.
Once again, the final score here, Liberty County with a win 40-20. Mark Stroud from Savannah Chatham Athletic Department. Mark, thank you very much for joining us. The Boots did a great job up here tonight.
Oh, I'll tell you, I had a blast. I appreciate y'all letting me come up here and do it.
All right, that's going to wrap it up from Hinesville, Liberty County High School. As you see the final score, 40-20 for our producer, director, Dan Flaxer, and so many others that did a great job here tonight. Good night from Hinesville, 40-20 your final. I'm WSAV's Ken Slatz. We'll see you next week.
The Thursday Night Blitz Game of the Week is brought to you by your local Ford dealer. Go further. By Chatham Orthopedic Associates and Memorial Health. And by O.C. Welch Ford Lincoln. Quality for life.